Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today. Ever since the release of Sunday Ademo, aka Sunday Igboho, there have been immense pressure upon the groups, Igbo groups, well-wishers, well-wishers, and those who love agitation for Biafra, and the Apex Social-Cultural Igbo Social-Cultural Group to see what they can do to help out in releasing the illustrious son and the release of Nnamdi Kanu in general. But before we go to the newspaper to find out exactly what these guys are telling Buhari to do as in now, to do it as in very real quick, urgently, well, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ndigbo has asked the federal government to toe the path of the Benin Republic by releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Report has it that Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Ademo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, was released on Monday. Reacting to the development, Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide, that's OYC, said it was now time for the Nigerian government to heed the calls for Kanu's release. In a statement signed by the President General of OYC, that's Mazu Nabike, he said the continuous detention of the indigenous people of Biafran leader, that's Ipob leader, was not in anyone's interest. Oku added that for there to be peace in Southeast, the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government should play the role of a father by freeing Nnamdi Kanu from detention. I quote him, "We have said it time without number that the incarceration of Kanu was adding to the insecurity headache plaguing the nation, and the only way out was the political solution. The current unrest in the Southeast should be a source of concern to everyone, and the solution lies largely on the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafran leader, Ipob. It is therefore necessary at this point that the government releases him and enter a negotiation table with the Igbo youth, that's Igbo youth, who feel marginalized and sidelined in the scheme of things." He urged the Igbo leaders to continue and interface with the government for Kanu's release as quickly as an ASAP as possible. The OIC president said, and I quote him, "We appreciate the effort of Igbo leaders, especially members of the National Assembly. We urge them not to relent until Kanu is granted." I'll take that again. "Until Kanu is granted air of freedom." These are the words of OYC, that's Ndigbo Youth Council, and they're demanding not just for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, but the urgent release of Nnamdi Kanu for the sake of peace in Southeast. We all will agree with me that this issue of sit-at-home order began solely on the wings of the release for the demand, begging for the demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, and this has generated so much to the point that right now Southeast is feeling so much insecure, based on the fact that we're not hearing UGM today, we're hearing enforcers of sit at home or autopilot. One way or other, there seem to be unrest. Some of them are politically generated, but in all, it is hinged on the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention, even though he did not authorize anyone, either for him or on his behalf, to make the zone on unrest, to make it in chaos. But they're doing it. Some of them who are doing it may actually be doing it for the love of the fact that that's the only way they can get the attention of the government. But then again, the unscrupulous elements, hoodlums and the likes, have decided to hijack the whole movement and blaming every insecure action, every security action on Ipob, simply because of the sit-at-home order that was initially made by them and then again suspended for the convenience and the protection of their people. People have taken to their social media to react, having heard what OIC have said, and the fact that Ndigbo right now is enjoying a great element of freedom. This one here is saying, we hope he will be released soon. Self-determination is a legitimate right, okay? This one here is saying, I just laugh whenever I heard they are begging for his release. Maybe they have the national thugs, that's their guards. Let them go and free him now. He bragged a lot and now he and his people are looking for sympathy. This one here is saying, begs, wonders, done shalek. So eventually Gragra know the open door except if you have the right key. Door. This one here is saying something they should have allowed their elders to do before all the initial Gragra that won't result to anything. In case someone is still wondering why UK has refused to help Kanu, remember too that there are still some UK Ukrainian citizens who are still struggling to get out of the war. So better come out with an eye from those whites. This one, that's quite a strong one, this guy said. This one here is saying, wonder shall soon end. Jubril or Buhari, which person should release the albino? Who is albino? Who are they calling albino? These guys can be very funny sometimes. This one here is saying, you are right. What is good for those Nnamdi Kanu has sent to their early graves is also good for Nnamdi Kanu as a person. Okay, I think I should look at this. I'll take one more, then look at what this last person has said. This one here says, Igbos have a lot to fix in their culture. We told them everything no be gragra, but they wouldn't listen. See how Igboho was released as if it never happened. Meanwhile, Igbos have threatened many times, but Buhari know they look their side self. Now, Igboho was released in Benin Republic. Igboho was and still is not in Nigeria. So whatever negotiation they had it with the Benin Republic. Yes, there have been a lot of underground movement going on. Don't forget that this is the same Ndigbo that is still very much marginalized in Nigeria. So a lot needs to be done. And the fact that there's a lot of unrest going on in the southeastern region makes it a bit more dicey. But I want to look at what this person is saying here. He said something that caught my attention. He said, you are right. What is good for those Nnamdi Kanu sent to their early graves is also good for Nnamdi Kanu as a person. I'm curious. Who did he send to his early grave? Is there anybody he told to, well, even if he, at the point of broadcast, he made some incisive statements that cannot be denied. It's viral. But did he put anybody under duress to do it? Somebody will say that they tell you to put your hand inside fire, you put it. Is it the person that forced you to? You only cajoled you. Man is a free being. You have the right to either say yes or no. He gave an instruction. If they felt that that's their leader, they obey his instruction. So it said they felt, I've heard not one, not twice, not 3 times, not even 1,000, not even 10 times. People who have sworn that they can lay their life for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's how much they love him. So such a person gives another, they want to obey. So it's a choice they made. He didn't force anyone. I think it's my personal opinion. If he tells you to do something you feel is not right, you stop. I don't think he would have done anything to you. That's not going to wrap it up. Let's put in that conversation, please. What's your take?